everyone else are enjoying all the convenience brought by fancy technologies, we crossed the Great Simpson Desert by just the paper maps and the compass. There are 1,100 sand dunes in the Simpson Desert. We plan to cross them in 7 days. We will travel on the QAA line for the first 2 days and then cross the rest of the desert with no trails ahead. QAA line is a single line trail. In order to avoid hitting cars on the other side of the sand dune, we have to call the traffic in the radio to report the number of vehicles, directions, and also the number of sand dune we are approaching.
QAA traffic, 6 vehicles westbound, Dune 13 from Ayers River.
We got traffic coming, 1 vehicle.
Copy that, Dustin.
We're ready to come up the hill. Can we get up there now?
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out so.
Unbelievable. I just said.
Wow.
You haven't seen a convoy of jeeps anywhere?
That's
I've been
so
looking all day. I've
strange.
searched the whole desert. Can't find them.
Brad 在 Brisbane 的时候，知道我们要去西边穿越整个辛普森沙漠的时候，他就特别激动，他说我也想跟你们去。然后我说你开陆巡，我们这是 Jeep 的 Expedition， 你怎么去？然后他就说他有台 Willys Jeep 2战的吉普，然后没过多久他就给我看了张照片，说他员工已经把他的吉普放在拖车上，然后在沙漠边上等我们。结果今天真的碰到了，而且1940几年的威利斯吉普军用版和现在它的后代们 TJ、JK、JL 在一块，还真挺有意思的。
Ship this bad girl, and we're gonna go on the Rubicon.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's no problem. I've had mine on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks the same.
Yeah.
Just not as pretty.
Thanks for that.
It's got a couple of dents. Yeah, no, she's a gem.
She certainly is. Hey, Brad, how far are you going with us?
As far as I've got 70 litres of juice to get back with. I'll let you go first and smooth it out.
And now I'm running like there's no tomorrow. My life was on a one-way track. This ain't a story about happy ending. Oh, I could set this world on fire. I could tear this town apart. I tried, but I could never be a part of you and your beautiful life.
Simpson Desert is a little bit different from my expectation. I used to think the definition of desert is about the pure sand dunes, but we have never seen any single pure sand dune with no plants covered on it in the whole desert. We even crossed a river in the desert. Rick Péwé is not only a journalist, but also a geographist. He explained to me that the definition of desert is based on the rainfall, not the sand conditions. This kind of desert has its own advantages and disadvantages. It's not that easy to get stuck in the sand, only a few times a day. But there are a lot of solid spinifex plant on the ground, which could be really dangerous if you hit it halfway to the top of the sand dune.
probably use a winch on the uphill side, and that's about it. A tug off. Need a winch in a hurry though.
Coming back.
Yeah.
Turning around now.
All right, can you get out?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Keep going north. We're getting Justin out. Justin, stand on the wheel well though. Okay,
Okay, there, Rick.
stand on the. Don't get all the way up, okay?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's my boy.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, he's Nerf bar surfing right now. Can you see it? We're actually on top of the ridge.
OK， 刚才冲这个沙丘的时候，车差点翻过去，现在卡在一个大石头上了，然后车还是处于半翻的状态。我现在站在外面压重量，要不然这个 TJ 就翻出去了。现在等着来救援，拖车来了。
It's when a movable object meets an immovable object. I actually hit a Spinifex plant, which is of course a nice plant with a solid base. Popped the tire off of the bead. So obviously I had a flat tire, lost of directional control, ended up sort of like this on top of a different Spinifex. So we winched it out with the help of two different winches, one to stabilize, one to pull. I could start it up and drive it out. Then all we had to do was change the tire. Well, it's a lot easier to fill up the tire than change it. So we got out the high lift base, we got the bottle jack and jacked it up. Once we did that, the tire, which had come off for both inner and outer beads, we cleaned it out, lubed it up, hit the air compressor, which had a big blast of air. Thank goodness for that one, Polly. Poof! It went on, the bead seated, so we're actually ready to go. There's nothing wrong with the situation. The axle's straight, I'm straight. We're all going to go have a fun time.
One other question I want to ask you. I noticed that you had Justin out of the vehicle to stabilize.
Right, Justin, when we were like this, there's, except for this kind of feeling, there's no way to know how stable you are. So I didn't want Justin to go with me down the hill, so I had him get out and stand on the Nerf bar, because then that's like sailing. You got some ballast out there. Made it feel real safe. And we didn't have to
Wait for the wind, wait for the night. Stand here a while, take a little time. Since you went away, it came to a halt. Silence is everywhere, and you're not.
Hey Rick.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what I find in the desert?
What did you find in the desert?
A gas station in the middle of nowhere.
Right there.
Yeah.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah. EMU's Land Cruiser is a little bit too heavy to cross the desert without trails, so he helped us to refuel all the jeeps the day before we get off the QAA line. Is it powered by a drill?
Power drill, little pump.
Wow.
Out, through the pump, into the vehicle.
That makes sense. Gas station.
5 gallon.
Fill it. 3/4 of one will fill it up. Yeah.
It's showing over 3/4 on the gauge,
Sure.
so I reckon 3/4 of
Yeah,
a jerry.
whatever you need, mate, do it. Bring it back and we'll top up again.
Thanks for the gas station. The campfire talk is always the best part of a day. As the youngest member of the team, I can always learn a lot from other members' story. After we get off the QAA line, it became more and more difficult. We lost the 3 fenders in the desert for the first day, and then stabbed the 2 tires on the Jeep. Although the BF Goodrich TM3 is already one of the most tough mud tire in the market, but it still can't hold those little wood sticks on the ground.
Yeah, so what we did, we ended up, one of the vehicles had a stick that stuck right through the shoulder of the tire, so it's in between the tread block, the sidewall, and the stick just disappeared, but we're gonna put a plug in it, tire plug.
Lube to make it, the probe go in easier. Oh, there you go.
Okay. So what you do is this is called a reamer. You ream out the hole, you pull out whatever the object was, then intrude it into your tire. You ream out the hole, make sure you've got a clear place to put your plug in, which goes in next. So when I pull this out, next one that's going to go in is this tire plug. It's a fibrous material and it's got vulcanizing agent on it, so actually when it gets in with the rubber of the tire, it actually melts it or bonds it together.
Self-vulcanizing.
Self-vulcanizing. So you get that guy all the way in there. You just got a little bit of the end of the tail end of the plug sticking out. And this guy you push all the way in. I want to make sure you got it, and then you press against the plate and you pull the needle out. Like that. Then take your handy dandy razor and cut the tails off. So you don't want them to get caught on something and pull it out, torn out. And once you get the tails cut off, you're ready to go.